Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Life of Logan. Today we're talking about something that might shift the way that you move through life. The idea that your future self is watching you. Every decision, every habit, every moment of discipline or distraction is either bringing you closer to the version of yourself you're meant to become or keeping you stuck. If you've ever had those moments where you feel like you knew something was meant for you, where you sensed a version of yourself waiting ahead, it wasn't just a random thought. It was a glimpse of who you are becoming. So today, we're diving into what it means to move with awareness that your future self is always watching. But before I get started, I would greatly appreciate it if you would make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. So, breaking all this down, we'll start with how do you even recognize your future self's presence? Well, the thing about it is, we think of the future as this distant, untouchable thing. And the truth is, your future self isn't a stranger. It is who you're becoming, one choice at a time. Remember, this is who you are or who you're going to grow to become. Either way, it's still rooted in you. Think about those moments where you felt completely aligned, like you were exactly where you needed to be. And that wasn't an accident. That was your future self reaching back, letting you know you were on the right track, giving you that sense of peace, that sense of comfort, that sense of feeling at home, that sense of validation. Your future self exists beyond this current moment, but they are still connected to you. And if you learn to listen, to trust those feelings of alignment, you'll realize that every choice you make is either building them up or holding them back. And next, let's unpack how the choices we make shape who we're becoming. So the habits we cultivate today are the foundation for our future self to stand on. The way we speak to ourselves, the way we move through adversity, the way we invest in our own personal growth. Those are the bricks that build the road ahead. And y'all know I always got some notes because I'm a journaler. And I've also been through this. That's why I come on here. Why you think I named the podcast Life of Logan? So I want you to just ponder a couple of questions to yourself. Ask yourself these. If your future self were watching right now, would they be proud of your choices? And next, am I moving with intention or am I drifting? You know, the autopilot type thing. And the last question is what I'm doing today in alignment with where I say I want to be? And I've had this, and this is part of one of my affirmations that I have for myself. Like I look in the mirror, or even without looking in the mirror in the morning, I will say it to myself throughout the day. Mr. Logan, show me you are who you say you are. And it's just like show and prove. Like, yeah, you saying all this stuff or whatever, it sounds good, but let me see if that walk match that talk. Every day you have the opportunity to make decisions that honor the version of yourself you are becoming. And that doesn't mean perfection. It means awareness. It means catching yourself when your old habits creep in and choosing better. It means trusting that when you don't see immediate results, your future self is still unfolding in the background. So how do we trust that unfolding, you might ask? One of the hardest parts of growth is trusting that you're on the right path, even when you can't see the destination. Your future self isn't just watching, they're waiting for you to take the steps to have the discipline to move with faith instead of fear. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, true indeed, when the vision gets blurry, when the weight of your current reality makes the future feel impossible. But I promise you this. Your future self is already there. and they need you to keep going. So instead of asking yourself, what if I fail? Ask, what if I succeed? Instead of wondering if it's too late, remind yourself it's never too late to become who you were meant to be. It's like a blessing. It's yours. It's earmarked for you. Now, whenever you get to it, that depends on your actions. But can't nobody take that away from you. It's not going anywhere. It's waiting right there for you. It's waiting for you to straighten up and fly right. Now, let's go ahead and close this out. Or with the way I was just preaching right there, I feel like I should say, get right, church, and let's go home. So your future self is watching. They're rooted for you. They're rooting for you. They're waiting for you to take the steps that you can't take yet. So today, move like you know they exist. Make choices that make them proud. And trust that everything you do now is shaping the person you are destined to become. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Life of Logan. If this episode spoke to you in any type of way, share it with someone else who needs to hear it. And keep growing, keep trusting, and keep becoming. Until next time, take care.